So this guy gets fired after 14 years, and instead of crying in his car like a normal person, he decides to build a literal wall of Red Bulls in the middle of the office before they can kick him out. Security didn't even know what was happening for 2 days. Here's what happened. Before we get into this, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. We drop new wild stories every single day, and you do not want to miss what's coming. All right, now let's go. Let me tell you about the man who got laid off and weaponized 60 empty energy drink cans to make a corporation regret the day they were born. Okay, so picture this. A man sits across from HR, 14 years at the company, gone. Just like that. Department liquidated, marched out the door, and they tell him, nope, you can't even go back to your desk. We'll pack it for you. We'll ship it to you. Don't you worry about a thing. And in that exact moment, sitting in that cold little office, freshly unemployed, this man had a thought so petty, so beautiful, so diabolical, that it took the company 2 days to even understand what just happened to them. I'll explain. Sit down. So back in 2011, our guy gets laid off from a publishing company. And not like, oh, I was going to leave anyway. This was his forever job. The retire here, gold watch, name on a plaque job. 14 years deep, he thought he was going to die at this place, peacefully, at his desk, surrounded by his little toys. In the IT department, he was known as the collector dork. Now listen, to be the dork in the IT department, that's not a title you just get. That's earned. That's a lifetime achievement. His whole cubicle was a museum. Mini statues, Funko Pops, Loot Crate stuff, limited edition this, ultra rare that. And everybody knew you do not mess around at this man's desk because something might break. And some of this stuff, pricey. And here's your first piece of information. Plant a flag right here. A couple years back, an editor knocked over one of his vintage Star Wars Burger King glasses from the 1980s, offered to replace it. She insisted. Went and found it on eBay. Cost her $50 for a Burger King cup. Hold on to that. We're coming back to it. Now, his pride and joy. His magnum opus. Him and his desk neighbor built a wall. 60, 70 cans, stacked. Double-sided tape to the desk. A literal Great Wall of Red Bull dividing their 2 workstations. It was trash. Let's be honest, it was beautiful trash. But it was trash. Now back to HR. The stuffy HR lady, she's reading him the script. You cannot return to your workstation. Sensitive information in the system. Your belongings will be safely packed and UPS shipped to your home within 24 hours. Real corporate, real cold. And that's when the light bulb goes off. He goes, real innocent? Can you guarantee all my collectibles will be carefully disassembled and packed before shipment? I have a lot of rare and fragile items. I'd really rather pack them myself. She goes, that's out of the question. Nobody who was let go today can return to their desk. And he goes, and this is where it turns, okay. Well, I've been meticulously collecting vintage Red Bull cans for the last 5 years, displaying them between our desks. If even one gets bent or damaged during packing, I'll need you to find the replacement on eBay. Some of these are worth more than $75. Empty. Now, was that true? Absolutely not. It's a Red Bull can. You can get one for free by drinking a Red Bull. But see, she didn't know that. And remember the Burger King glass? $50 on eBay for an old cup? In her corporate mind, this was plausible. Collector dorks got expensive, weird junk. Checks out. She refused again. We'll pack everything carefully, as instructed. And that was her mistake. 2 days later, he's at home, and the UPS truck pulls up, and it keeps pulling up. 32 boxes. Full-size moving boxes, 32 of them, for a desk. He opens box 1, and inside, 10 Red Bull cans, each one individually bubble wrapped. Like they were Fabergé eggs, like they were going to the Louvre. Box 2, 10 more cans, bubble wrapped. Box 3, same, the little desk clutter, the Funko Pops, the statues. Those got stuffed in as packing filler around the cans. The actual collectibles were demoted to padding for the garbage. And in box 1 An inventory spreadsheet, every single item, cataloged, documented, down to, and I need you to hear this, 9 random Taco Bell sauces. They counted the Taco Bell sauces, people, all 9. Now here's the part that makes me want to stand up and applaud. Turns out the man who got stuck doing all of this, a warehouse manager. One that our guy couldn't stand him. And this man, this poor, miserable man, spent 9 hours. 9, wrapping, inventorying, labeling, boxing, counting Taco Bell sauces, all because he was terrified. That one bent aluminum can was going to cost the company $75. So what does our hero do? He grabs his phone, he films himself taking those museum-curated, bubble-wrapped, lovingly packed cans and crunching them one by one, flat, and dumping the whole box straight into his condo's recycling dumpster. And then, oh, he didn't just keep it for himself, he emailed that video to the entire company, copied everybody, all of them. 9 hours of one man's labor, crushed flat and tossed in the trash. In a 15-second clip. That's not revenge, that's art. Now, how did it all end? 2 years later, the whole company went bankrupt. Folded. Gone. Never came back. Years of mismanagement, refusing to go digital, the whole thing collapsed. He says, real humble, I'd like to believe I was part of why. Listen, was he? Probably not. But did he send a company into its final years knowing one of their managers spent an entire workday bubble wrapping garbage? Yes, he did. So the lesson here, people, when somebody tells you can't pack your own desk, don't argue. Don't beg. Just tell them your trash is worth $75 a can. And let them carry the boxes. This man just weaponized caffeine and corporate pettiness in a way that should probably be studied by psychologists. A wall of Red Bulls, just sitting there, destroying the whole operation from the inside out, and nobody even caught on until 48 hours later. I'm still mad he didn't live stream it, but also I respect the mystery. Yo, that sounds crazy.